There are published reports that allege that Barbara Walters is not happy with how ABC is treating the show she created, The View. The View has been highly, highly rated, was a huge success for ABC. Barbara Walters, of course, the co-creator, the producer, and the host for many years. She has now essentially retired. But the alleged criticism is she's saying they're ruining the show by having this cast of characters who come in and out, and everyone's gone in a year. And so much of the coverage of the show is about the behind-the-scenes fights and debates. And I think she's on to something. Many people have talked about Roger Ailes in the last year and his demise at Fox News. But one of the smartest things I believe Roger Ailes ever did is simply realize it takes time for an audience to build a relationship with a host and for a host to build a relationship with an audience. You look at the biggest successes at Fox, whether it is Sean Hannity, whether it is Bill O'Reilly, whether it's the morning show, for the most part, he hasn't changed any host. And you can say, well, that's why the average age is 83 years old watching. But they are number one in the ratings for cable. And they have long-term relationships. People like that stability. They like knowing, I tune in at 8 o'clock, I'm going to get Bill O'Reilly's view of the world. If you tune in to ABC's The View, what are you getting that's consistent? It seems like a cast of musical chairs. Now, Barbara Walters is too much of an old pro to publicly criticize, so through a spokesperson, she said, oh, everything is great with the show, and she continues to call up 3 times a week and give advice. But I think she's back-channeling her criticisms, and I think it's valid. So how does this relate to you and me, whether it's your own individual YouTube channel, whether it's your own corporate Facebook page or blog or video? It's about consistency. Speak to people on a regular basis. Use the same face. Doesn't mean you can't have new people, but don't do 2 videos, do nothing for 6 months, do another 2 videos. Put your face out there regularly. Create content on a regular basis. Don't just pick a new corporate spokesperson every month. Use regular voices. Let them speak out regularly to build a relationship with an audience. Do that, and you might not have as long and as successful a career as Barbara Walters, but you're on the right path.